Congratulations on first Jack. Gaming? Yep, you're right. Hi, Keely. Hi, Al. Hi, Duckling. Hi, Roar. Okay, we're probably going to get stuck immediately. But that's okay. Hey, where's my controller? That's my PS5 controller. That's not the one I want. My glue. Oh, God, I forgot. This is what we were on. Hold on. It was after 10 p.m. and I was resting my head. Resting in my bed. During that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. You know what? Just so that we don't start immediately stuck on something, give me 1 second. Also, how are you all doing today? Are you doing good? Also, Dweck, thank you for the illegal off-stream throne hit, you fucking felonious bastard. I hope your shoes have holes in them. Wait, that... Oh, damn, joke's on me. Get yourself new shoes. Hi, Roblox. It's probably a good thing you didn't see the thing as soon as stream started, or you would have gone feral. Well... To be honest, okay. I'm gonna be so honest. Because these have been so fragmented, my brain has not been able to keep all the clues and all the little tidbits in place. So... The Cass is streaming right now, so I can't ask her for help. Saw someone flying right out my window.
Objection!
You saw Maximilian Galactica? Yeah, why'd I do that? That was a waste. That was a pinky waste.
Objection!
I'm just throwing things at the wall at this point. Oh my god. I feel like this is the worst possible case I could have paused and like come back to multiple times for. Because my brain is just not clicking. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Let's press all the statements and see how we feel. You said that you were resting in your bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That is correct. There are safety lights from around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Okay, so that didn't help. You read this on the third floor? Third floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were able to hear the sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now? There is a huge contradiction in the testimony that was just given. If that is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Wait. What even was the statement? Yeah. Hi, Kale. Have a good lurk. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. We just did that. Green Spirit was a human being. It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Oh my god. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin or action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. the Phoenix, Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if you were there we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Same as jibes with the fact. Hi, Peter. How are you doing? Oh, Pika! Oh my god, Pika, now that you're here, can you possibly offer me some assistance? If you know the solution to what we're doing right now? Then I would not receive help, and I would flounder here for probably the next hour, trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to present here. At least almost from behind. Lock in? Okay. When your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. What are you doing? What do you do? Thank you for the biddies. Preacher. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced
Google,
that the
show me
person
this
I
guy's
saw
balls,
was Max
please.
Galactica. Do you want to see Acro's balls? The more impressive, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy in his latest bit of testimony? I'm sorry. I know I reset Big Bosses too. I don't like leaving the stream sub where we're only live for like 15 or 20 minutes. It feels bad. Fuck it. I'm looking it up. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we've officially pulled up a walkthrough because this is asinine and I'm losing my patience and interest. Oh my god. Where's the contradiction? That he saw the hat on the guy that he saw. The hat was left at the scene of the crime! Oh my god. You claim to have seen the exact same thing that Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you could have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because... Man, that's a shame you're crippled. Because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? But Flaytalk, no matter how you look at it, this is the Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is the handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. What are you, 9? You're a fibber. Yeah. As always, it looks like someone had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Hi, Ace. How are you doing? Acro is a real culprit. Maybe? How are you doing, Ace? Your Honor? I'm doing good. On this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Yee, I'm glad you're doing good, Ace. Is Drac being stinky today? If he is, give him a smack right in his Drac. I was gonna say give him a smack on the Drac of the head, but that wasn't as funny. Or maybe it would have been one funny, who knows? I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Double exclamation point. Your Honor, don't hold yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Megan, while they dragon? Oh my goodness. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. Just the hummingbird, that's funny. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingaling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. No, Paige, I'm so sorry. It's because we streamed yesterday for like 20 or 30 minutes, but we had to end immediately because some shit happened. And I deleted the VOD because I don't like VODs being up that are just nothing. Like, nothing happened in that one. We were on BRB for most of it. And I I had to end it. I'm sorry. A bunch of people lost their streak and I feel bad. Everyone, take it to... everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. But that's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his clients. But to do this by accusing me of murder of the whole thing... No, the streaks are cool. I like the streak. But like, it's totally on me that a bunch of people lost it. Hey, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Shit, right? Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. What the fuck? See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you try to drum up support from the peanut category, that's how you do it. Oh, okay, I understand you. But I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did. I fucking know who it is, too. By the way, we've officially closed the walkthrough. I only needed it for that one part. Hi, Collision! How are you doing? Over. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. We don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off that easy. Oh, okay, so you're on the 4th season. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the season. And then, if you decide to watch the 5th, I hope you enjoy that one too. Alright. I'm doing alright. Doing pretty good. Babagoo. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems that you won't be stopping at Atro, but will be making other accusations. If Atro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. Damn, Pika hates everyone. That's crazy. I understand, Your Honor. No. Be what I gulped down a mega slick. What would happen to be Acro's accomplice? The fucking monkey. Yep. Don't say. Uh-oh. Wait, what? This is suddenly looking very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Hey! Listen, thank you for gifting us up to Pika. It's very sweet of you. I give you head pat. Pat, pat, pat. What? Oh, did you hear that? You're what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. Wait, what? What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure that this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Not only can Pika not shout out everyone fast enough, but they get subbed too. Mr. Wright, you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Oh my god. Get shouted out, Collision. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What are you doing, Nick? What do you say about this? Did Acro have an accomplice? Yes, he did! What the fuck? What she did? It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case, whatever. We know! But thank you for the Betty Geo. Uber, can I quit? Why? No, Kika, you signed up for this. Listen, you don't have to... If that's the case... Oh, have a good lurk, Geo. Thank you for the bibby. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. The point of me having this was to cover for Grim when needed. Well, I don't see Grim here, do you? I'm joking. Pika, if you actually don't want mod, then you don't have to be a mod. Not good, not good. This is going to end well. Wait, what? Dude, what the fuck? But I really thought that that money was the answer. I thought Money the Monkey was the answer. Who takes care of Acro? Like, what? Wait, hold on. Okay, Pico. Have a good lure. What would his accomplice be if not Money, the monkey? What? Oh my god! I forgot we had a lot. I forgot we had a white. What expires? I'm still here. You can only do that when I'm not here. I am keeping the peace. Don't make me put my angry face on. I swear to God I will. scared now. I bet you fucking are. You stinky. Maybe he didn't then? 'Cause I really thought Money the Monkey was helping him. But what the fire is also high K. B collision? I'm holding you all in contempt of court. Get penalized. The penalization will be I will have the bailiff whack you pee-pee. And if there is no pee-pee to whack, I will have them whack your I will help them lower your credits for instead. Drastically. Now that a fire is established, make s'mores? Huh? Okay, I do like s'mores, so I'm inclined to allow it. But instead I'm going to spray Collision in the face with water. Get sprit. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Ronnie, you're not going to sucker me into this one. Yeah! Collision got spritzed. Get spritzed. Pimpy. What are you babbling up? You blabbering about, Mr. Wright? You're with no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Mobius Gretsington. Hello, Worm. Notice anything different, Worm? When we... Order! Hey! Wait, have you all's check-ins been being counted today? Hold on. Oh my god, Firebot hasn't even been going today. You tried to reset my PC earlier. Oh my god, on my laptop. God damn it. There can never be a day where we have no scuff. There's always scuff. Every day, all the time. Always. I just say make a bunch of people lose their streaks and now they don't even get their tag-ins for the day. God, what are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to freak how it all fits together. I can show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so listen to this. Oh, hold on, I'm still in the angry one, sorry. Okay, so listen to this. If Acro is the killer, I've been trying to figure out what the hell his motive would be. Because, like, he loved the ringmaster like a father. Like, he literally referred to him as a second father. And I was trying to figure out why the hell he would want to kill him in the first place. He let Regina get away with, because he thinks Regina hospitalized his brother on purpose. And he thinks the ringmaster didn't do anything about it except kill the lion and didn't do anything to her about it. Then he's probably pissed about that. Because he obviously he's gonna love his brother more. Oh my god, that's the fucking motive. That has to be the motive. I really wasn't suspecting him as the murderer at all, though, to be completely honest. Mr. White, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingley? He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Well, wait, I didn't really think about that before I pointed. But actually, it is possible. Because if he opened his window, he could have dropped something out of the window and, like, had it hit, what's-his-face's head? Barry's head. Like, bonk him on the skull with something heavy. But I don't know what he would have hit, because there was no murder weapon left. And... oh my god. The bust. The bust of Maximilian. Hold on. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? You see me interacting with these birds to make myself look more innocent. It's quite effective, isn't it? It's an interesting story. That's it? Considering considering what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Okay, I can't tell what you're doing that in response to, but I'd like to think it's because I hit some kind of breakthrough in my line of thinking. That's okay, Gran. Also, Gran, you still haven't noticed anything. You haven't noticed anything. That's okay, you can try to notice when you're back. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. No, his likeness was seen at the scene of the crime. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. But it's not impossible for someone to pull a bus up on a string or something, maybe even. Possibly, who knows? Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? Right? I understand some of your logic. However, do you think that I killed him? Or how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously... No, Grim, go do what you have to do. That's more important. If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... He's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in this room, no doubt. Ooh, did you notice? Hey, notice. Hee. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about that. Hey, Gwimmy! Why don't you enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright? Present evidence. I thinks the bust is the weapon, but like, gee, Grimmy, you're the lead. You're the leader of the Goober Guard. You're the leader. You get a hammer instead of a sword. You can bonk people with prejudice and malice and hate in your heart. I'm going to present some evidence. I love that response. Wait, where's the bust? It had to be this, right? What's that? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? Okay, so before this goes through. Pretty. Yellow's so silly, I love it. I think that he held, or maybe it was some kind of pulley system, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of pulley system he used to, well, fuck, no, because we know that the bust was floating along that one pass past Bend, and he saw them. Yeah, of course, Grimmy. You've been shouting out people and banning stimky bots and you're epic and you're Gwenny. All the qualification needed. I hand you a hammer and blindfold you and send you swinging into a room of innocent people. And whoever gets bonked, gets bonked. It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story building. Ah! Oh my god. Okay, I've been trying to piece together one other thing. Where is it? The note that was supposed to be given to Regina. Okay. The murderer, you haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. He gave that to Regina. But I'm thinking she posted it in the she said that she posted it in the kitchen. And I think the ringmaster saw it, and he decided to confront the person instead. So I'm wondering if maybe he wanted to kill Regina instead, and like he just assumed that she'd be the one down there. That is my working theory. But I can see a motive for both of them. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. The wording. Also, Kay, how was work going? You said you were trying to fill something out earlier. Did you get it filled out? Did you get it filed? I imagine a little tiny gremlin walking around with a in a chute with little files, and they put files away, and then they do a dance because they're a boss bitch. In! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in the wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. Objection! It's heavy. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. We're at 3 meetings? Oh my goodness. Busy. That's okay. Because you slay every day. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. I don't like the words. Oh, I didn't get to read that. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. the Phoenix, Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma? Using this testimony is a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. Sorry, I was drinking water. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Friend's right, he's always... Okay, that kind of pisses me off. I understand that a judge is supposed to be impartial, and they shouldn't take a side depending on who usually wins the most, but I have a perfect track record. Like, and he always assumes that I'm some, like, mouth-breathing idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. Like, okay. Phoenix is a bit of a mouth-breathing idiot who doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, wait. God, give me some credit, please. Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. What is expert testimony? Like the kind of person who, like, works in medicine who's like, yeah, no, his legs are fucked. He's not getting up or walking. He's done. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. I heard that woman will sink to any low to win a case. Oh, and yeah, no, hey, my brain, I think because I typo so many messages by default without meaning to, my brain autocorrects most typos to mean what they were originally supposed to be. I like it, my brain just does it automatically, so I knew what you meant. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out over the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. It makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him. Don't you think he could use a mirror? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It is impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A simple false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. I suppose I could have lifted something that size, the size of the bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an backward that, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. Do we have some kind of... Hey, my god! You put the box there so that when the ringmaster came up, he would obviously be interested in trying to open it because of the note. Okay, the note that said that there was clear evidence inside of the murder that took place that day. He bent over, and that's how we knew where his head would be. Holy shit, that has to be it! Please, 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 please. I don't know if this would be the piece of evidence I would connect it with, though. Okay, please, please, please.
Objection!
Clearly, okay, nope. That's unfortunate. We're getting dangerously close to failing. Yeah, I guess we do have to...
Hold it!
Have you ever lifted up a block before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with both my own hands. But I should get through it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? There's... Okay, so... maybe we were right about money being... I guess they wouldn't count him as an accomplice because he's a monkey? Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. I had a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. Oh, wait.
Hold it!
So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've been giving up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. But, no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, whoa, whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Get it? Because a bear is a large, hairy gay man. That's real. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bust out of the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my own body.
Hold it!
How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. let me remind you that of another very important detail. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. That makes it impossible for me to have known the ringmaster's location.
Hold it!
Hi, Talus. How are you doing? Odd. Thank you for the 5 biddies. That's very sweet of you. I will allow it. You are much appreciated. Don't see who. Have a good work, Holy Sean. No, yee, thank you. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bus, I couldn't see out below the window? Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. I saw arson. There was arson. Some people were committing arson. They're stinky. Oh, damn it! I didn't get to research fucking statement. God damn it. But does make sense. If only I could prove it somehow. We have to go back so I can remember it. My crew knew the location of the ringmaster's head. Oh my god, Kate, you are so easily influenced. This head patch. I want to add stuff like a bone and a dunce cap and like googly eyes and stuff. But I don't really. Well, actually, screw it. I'm just gonna add it to a list really quick so that I remember, because those should be pretty easy to add. I wanted to add that stuff to a list before I continued. That Akira knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Plus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Not if you knew where his flipping head would be. Wait, hold on. We need to try to do this, because it could be this or it could be the node.
Objection!
Will the music stop? Macro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. You're silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Oh my... What? Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? Same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down, was exactly the moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean if the bust were to fall upon the marked point out of the wooden... Wait, fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! We're just playing these to feel super smart? No, they're fun! Are they not fun for you? Are these boring? I hope they're not boring. Order! That's unbelievable! And no, most of the time I feel really dumb playing these. But I will say, whenever you have that, like, eureka moment, it is so satisfying, I swear to God. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. So now I have... the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight of the box, the content of the box, the size of the box. The box weighed like 20 pounds. The box, that was a remarkable weight. According to the court record, it weighed 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? Oh. That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be approximately the same place. Oh. Would he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? You placed this wooden box in the plaza. Mr. Wright may have had a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? The kitchen. Is the kitchen. Or the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. That means Regina would have had taken. You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there is no accomplice. Okay, so Money the Monkey was the accomplice then. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yeah, Money's a monkey carried it there because he specifically said earlier that he can. What are we? Okay. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. I gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? Money? Come on. Hey, monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh! Wait. Oh! Look like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Period, period, period. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. The cards that are on it are super shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Why, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Wow! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. So, if he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! I said order, Miss Wontonga! Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're just searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait! When you mean this bust was that you mean the bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought it to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, right? And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Yeah, the bus also. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Don't let her beat you down, Nick. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? The boss! He saw Max's I asked you who was the other person who saw Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Was that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's boss. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It would be easy to hang one of their birds in the bust's hands. Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute, Mr. Wright. Cloak on the bust. Question is of utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Well, you got me. We're good. Good. Who took the cloak from the bust? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wouldn't you defend the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how does this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how could this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the thing. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not good. Huh? That's, hilarious. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, we already did that, so now we just have to go past it.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
Put the cloak on the bust. Money? Hmm? Okay, Cass. I believe, at this stage, that... How's the case going? Okay. So, I think that, obviously, Acro is the killer. For some reason, they keep not wanting to call Money the monkey an accomplice, but he was an accomplice. Like, they just keep not really wanting to use that word since he's an animal, I guess. But Money was the accomplice. he brought the bust to him by chance, according to the case so far. But I'm not super confident that it was a just by chance. I think that Acro wanted to kill Regina instead because he gave her that note and then she posted it in the cafeteria because she thought someone had lost it or something. Or that's what she said at least. Or maybe she knew that it was dangerous for her to go there to be confronted by the person. And I think maybe she posted it there for someone else to find so that they would uh, get killed or get confronted or whatever so that she didn't have to deal with it. Her father was unlucky enough to be the person who saw it first. I think that he went there. We had already predicted correctly that the reason he knew where his head would be at the time was because the box was there. He would have to bend over to pick it up. We already predicted correctly that the bust was the weapon. And that's where we're at right now. I think that Acro wanted to kill Regina for being responsible for his brother being in a coma or being non-responsive in the hospital. And I think it was not on purpose that he ended up killing the ringmaster. Because he said the ringmaster was like a second father to him. But I did have a theory earlier that he could have a possible motive to kill the ringmaster for not doing something about Regina and her weird, like, mean, like, sadistic streak, and instead killing the lion instead of taking care of her in some way. But I'm more confident that it was an accident. Okay, well, we can chose the one person there. Who was the— Ow, I didn't save again. Damn it! Oh, the bust. Hurry up.
Objection!
I gotta sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom,
Hey,
doom,
woman.
doom, 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 doom,
Oh my god! Harold, thank you so much for the raid! Hello! Hello, hi! Hello, howdy! Hello, howdy! Howdy, hi, hello! My goodness! How are you all doing? My name is Goober. I goob on occasion, and sometimes I guts. But that one's a little more rare. We're playing Ace Attorney. We're on the second to last case of the second game. So if this is not something you want spoiled on, I totally understand if you have to bounce. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to hang out and be chill and cool with us. And I hope you're all having a wonderful night. And if you please make sure to self-care, eat, drink, use the bathroom, stretch, take any medication you need, obviously. Do all of those things. And I will make sure you have a place in the kingdom of God when I blow up the earth. Anyway, that probably scared some people off. Thank you for the Betty Geo. That's okay, Al. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the raid. Did Al get a shout out? Al didn't give a shout out. What the heck? Man, how is that possible? It's simple, really. That Mo never saw that night was the match's boss. I botched that sentence so bad. I'm chipping this because we've been through it a few times. Okay, let's see let's have it. I really thought if it wasn't acro and it wasn't... Which it wasn't acro. And it wasn't money, then who the hell else would it have been? Who put the cloak on the bust? Hey, wait. I hate that that there's like scenes and pictures and stuff that we can't. Actually, oh wait. Well, okay. I'm just gonna throw this on there really quick. Yeah. Okay. Hurry up. Okay. Title screen. Yes. Wait. This might seem weird, but give me 1 second. Story spoiler. Okay. Game creator. What? Okay, scenes. Okay. We're wanting game 2, case 3. Where is it? Wow, damn it. Right. Oops. That was supposed to be swapped back. Sorry. Thank you, Rod. Okay, well that was not helpful at all, so I'm a little bummed. I guess if it was something that we needed to see, they would put it in evidence, but whatever. The picture I was wanting to look at was when Max was in the office with the ringmaster, and I thought that the bust had been sitting in the corner at the time for some reason, but it was just on the coat rack. So I was wrong on that. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? They've said no to money. Max wasn't it, obviously. It wasn't acro. Odd, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for the support, thank you for the bid beans, and thank you for hanging out. Please have a wonderful night, and try to self-care whenever you can, and stretch and do all this stuff. Fuck! I did do this one, right? Cursor was not spotted at the scene. What am I missing? Wait, they wouldn't need to be spotted at the scene of the crime because it was done beforehand. The scene of the crime was where the guy was killed, but the cloak was seen floating through with the hat on it. By Ben early. What reason would Ben have to help? Is Ben involved? No, 'cause we already rolled out an accomplice. Holy shit, there's no reason we can't try. Wonder, Mr. Phoenix. Yeah, okay. This person have gotten the book onto the bus, I wonder. The person is not spotted at the scene of the crime. Shit. Well, let's go through everything. It wasn't Max. It wasn't Ben. It wasn't... There's no reason it would be Mo. Like, what? Oh, is this a fucky question? Is that what's happening? Oh. I'm thinking. Hold on. I may ask for a hint if I can't figure it out. Actually, I will definitely ask for a hint if I can't figure it out. So... think with the lobotomy. What? Only other person that was at the scene was Russell. So... like... what fucking purpose would he have for putting it on the bus? He's clearly the only person who was there that could have done it. But, like, fucking why? Not logical at all. You have to be stupid here? Okay, okay, think like an idiot. 1 second. I'm channeling my inner goober. This is another case where I'm certain I have to present Russell, but I don't want to do it before I actually know why. if that makes sense. It was like a snowy, windy night, so maybe the fucking... If Mo... Jesus Christ. If Money didn't do it, Acro didn't do it, no one else did it, Russell would have been the only one there, but like... If it's supposed to be a really stupid solution... What, did the fucking wind do it? Fool him? You're saying it was the victim himself? Russell Berry? That's what I'm wait, what? Really? The victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it? Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint, anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Okay. Aqua used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box, right? Okay. That seems all pretty much what we were thinking. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. What? Why? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. Okay. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. He wanted to kill Max then? Because he looked like Max. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim. No. No! No! Oh my fucking god. Wait, it was actually the wind! It was the wind! You just wait a second there, Mr. Wright. My blood is fucking boiling. Must have been... Oh my god. Why what? Rich, don't read. Why would you leave something up to chance? That is not something we could possibly predict. Oh my god, as much as you try, as much as you scheme, this isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset. This circuit isn't over yet. What? What's such a... The impact of the bust on the victim tore the cloak up, then snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the hard sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to look out. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. In a perfect way that would make it... What? I'm, actually getting angry. Now, having completed the crime, Macro naturally went without pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So... Oh, I just realized that I had no idea what was going on in this case at any point. Except for, a little bit right at the fucking end. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I know we haven't finished yet, but some of my theories would have made for a better case. I'm just saying. Fuck this. So he just kept pulling the bust up. The entire IP. I believe you. And that's how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky.
I gotta sing the doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
Oh my god.
Doom, doom, doom.
Oh, Phantom! Hi, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? How are you ding dong dingly ding dang diddle doo ding dang diddle doo ding dang doo doing? Baba shoo! Reading. Hello. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Homer. Get shouted out. Spinky. Okay, so we are on pretty much the climax of the third case in the second Ace Attorney game. So before I continue, in case anyone would like to avoid spoilers, please know that there are about to be major spoilers. Like pretty instant, immediate spoilers. So, 3, 2, 1. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. This is such a dumb fucking case. Acro, it could only have been you. I still think that it was by accident that he killed the ringmaster. I think he wanted to kill Regina. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. It sure has. But he's come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. What do you have What? Yeah, what the hell was that for?
The fire shooting!
Alice! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That was so sweet. Wait, I'm giving you 5 gifted for you minutes for picking up. Because you had said 20 if I figure out the entire thing before a certain point in the case, I think. 10 or 20, I can't remember. But I figured out a little small amount, so thank you. Thank you for rewarding what I was able to glean. Oh my god. Sweating when? Wait, when? Can I ask? Oh my god. I didn't realize you started a hype train. It's good. It's a good thing there's not certain other people here. Oh shit. But do you have any evidence to prove that this fairy tale is true? Evidence? But thank you again so much, Cass, for the 5 gifted subs. That's very cool and epic of you. You called the bus was dropped on him? Oh, yeah. Well, good. He's a pretty strong guy. He's a, he does the trapeze. He's got a strong upper body. I figured he'd be able to lift something like that. I just hadn't pieced together that he used, like, a rope to hold it. I honestly thought he just had it set by the window and was just gonna push it over. But I guess that didn't really account for the rope being, like, the weapon being pulled back up. But either way. Well, okay, I'm a little happier now that I was able to cull at least some of it to a surprising amount. Regina Conspiracy? Damn! Oh my god. Dagath on Wednesday? I will be getting Dagath on Wednesday. Yes, Roblox. 100%. But don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. And we see some evidence. Nick, they say they want evidence. They just explained how there can only be one possible murder. That's it. Okay, with the cases well put together, it's like... Okay, I don't mean this in like a snooty or like self-aggrandizing way. It's pretty easy to piece the stuff together when okay, like, how do I put this? So, like a good puzzle like this, they'll give you all the pieces by a certain point, and then you just have to figure out how they all fit together, right? Like, that's pretty basic. But like, this one, they fucking... Oh my god, also, hi UB, I'm sorry I didn't see you. With this one, they gave you some pieces, threw like 15 red herrings in there. Didn't give you the other pieces, and then expected you to guess what the other half of the fucking case looked like, or what the other half of the puzzle looked like. So like, it's just bad. It's bad, it's just bad. Thank you for the hype train, Cass. You were very sweet and very kind. I appreciate it. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? I love her serious, but I hate the... I was joking when I said what didn't win do it when I suggested Russell. I was just like throwing some stupid bullshit out there. It's like a joke. Because the win getting is literally the joke answer. The like that most people use when they just want to throw a stupid thing out. That makes me so mad. Thank you again for the hype train, Cass. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm... Oh my god. Contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam. We got butterbly last. Good, I'm glad. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Oh. Oh, I don't feel good about this. Try again. Ah, well. Hi. Oh my god. When did I say glass? Sweet mother of God. I hate this case. I really hope the final case of this game is better. Is like a lot better. A lot. Like, really better than this. Put the cloak on the bus, yeah. Final piece is really good. Hey, okay, cool. I'm excited. I was trying really hard to stay enthusiastic about this one, but like, I'm gonna be completely honest. In the future, I think I would prefer, at all possible, for people to not tell me beforehand that a case sucks. Specifically only because it makes me less enthusiastic about getting through the case, if that makes sense. I hope that didn't sound shitty or like rude or anything. I think I would just rather find out that the case fucking sucks. Does that make sense? I am really looking forward to the final case in this one, though. Just because I'm pretty sure it's going to, involve the lady that Maya was being framed by in the beginning case. I'm looking forward to piecing all that together. By Teddy Pika. Oh, never mind, it is Gwen. Hello, Gwen. Oh, Gwen, in case you didn't know, Acro was the one who did it. Acro was the one who dropped the bust of Maximilian Galactica on top of the Ringmaster's head. First case was custom made. No, so the first case wasn't custom made, Cass. The glove in the first case was custom made. A lot of people don't know that. That tricks a lot of people up, actually. But yeah, Acro did it. And the reason the fucking float was on the bus to begin with was no joke, actually, for the love of God, for real. Because the wind blew it onto the cloak, onto the bus. It was literally the wind. We were supposed to guess that the fucking wind, that the wind did it.
I gotta sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
Oh my god.
Doom, 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 doom.
Great boys. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? By the way, if anyone here does not know, Big Boss today debuted his new model. It is very cool. It's very daddy coded. I would very much recommend you follow him because the model is really cool. And Big Boss is also just really cool in general. So if you like someone who's very chill, very like enthusiastic, very jovial, his laugh is that of a his laugh will give you life. I promise you that. Okay, his laugh is very wonderful. Okay, you should drop Big Boss a follow because we all love Big Boss. Okay, oh, before I continue, again, I sorry that I keep having to do this. We are at the penultimate moment of the third case in the second game of Ace Attorney, so if you don't want crazy, insane spoilers, then I would understand if you didn't want to stay. G, I'm specifically talking to you because I don't want you to hear something you didn't want to hear. But yeah. Okay. Oh, G, we love you so much. I'm sorry you have to go. If anyone has to do any kind of self-care or any kind of stretching, eating while stretching to eat something, stretching something open so you can eat it, you know, anything like that, then we do that. And take meds too. Not necessarily the meds you have to, just like any meds. It's fun to take random medication. Don't actually do that. Present some evidence to the court to back up your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. This is the only thing we haven't... No. Yeah, no, cool, I'll just go. Back? Minecraft, by the way. Sorry, I think some mic cut out when I was finishing my statement earlier. I was saying it's fun to do what I said earlier in Minecraft. Because if you do that in Minecraft, you get random buffs. I think I'm safe, Gren. I think I'm okay now. I feel like some of the streamers who watch me sometimes are like, oh, we might not be able to affiliate ourselves with Goober. Recover? I know, right? It's like Watergate. It wasn't this. There's no reason it would be this. Wouldn't be this. Phone screen? That's so cool. I'm gonna be honest, Cast or Pika or someone, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Because at this point, I don't care about spoiling or cheating myself out of anything for this case. Like, I just... If the case doesn't give a shit, I don't give a shit. Unravel the trick to this magic case. Is it the hat? Oh, okay, never mind. The problem is Max has 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. 21 days? 17 hours. Oh my god, Grim. What's your follow age? Holy shit. 18 days? Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory just presented explained all of these contradictions. And You're not a fraud. You have good taste. I'm joking. You're not a fraud, though. Like, there is quite literally hundreds of people in this community. Like, just in this smaller general community to watch and put your time into. Like, please don't ever sweat it. Max's dope tag was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat because the suit or the thing was wearing it. Damn, Roblox. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. No point did I actually think that the ringmaster was wearing the clothes of Maximilian. At no point. Okay, makes sense. If you look at it in this way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one. But what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? You remember what the ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. That the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try to explain that one. Can you do it, Nick? Of course I can explain all of it. Oh damn, sure you and Brim both followed around the same time. It's cool. Oh, what was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Please don't say they just fell into the... Oh, okay, yeah, they were covered. You get it? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bus, but it means the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. I would like to announce that we are not having community night. Oh, I'm joking. We're definitely having community night this week. Like, 100%. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. I would read that No, Brim. The only reason that a community night will ever be cancelled is, for good reasons. I promise. This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while to see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. But, well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Damn, Grim. Are you by any chance related to the, that priest in Footloose that hates when people dance and, like, puts a ban on dancing? Cause, like, I could see that. It's crazy. Trying to make sure Big Boss can't dance in booty when he wants to. Insane. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. It doesn't. Okay, I have never had a soda that tasted better in a bottle. It always tastes better in a can, and I don't know why. Like, I swear to God, there's a different mixture of, like, syrup and water and, like, carbonation and everything. Just more crisp from the can. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. It's not as good? Oh my god. Damn, that has to be a sign that Dr. Pepper isn't as good as every other soda ever. Because, like, if every other soda tastes better in a can, but Dr. Pepper doesn't, that must mean it's flawed horribly and it's made up genetically. And the people who made it were probably bad people even and probably did bad stuff. Just shooting in the dark here, who knows? There's no doubt. Like my 5 subs. What? There's no doubting that Akro deeply respected the ringmaster. My beef with Dr. Pepper? Okay, no, actually, I don't have a beef with Dr. Pepper. I have a beef with Pika. Because he's constant. Anytime I give my opinion, or I mention, anytime I mention Kid Extra, Pika brings up Dr. Pepper and how it's better than Kid Extra, and it makes my blood boil. Okay? I shouldn't be taking this out on Dr. Pepper. I'm sorry, Dr. Pepper. You spent 8 years in law school, or not law school, medical school to get your degree, and I'm sitting here belittling you for no reason. I should be attacking Pika, personally. Everyone that makes everything. Yeah, don't ever forget about Detroit Become Human Ground. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. If I felt like I don't know by humans. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Shut up! Don't tell. I am begging you not to tell him. Don't tell him. Okay, if you all care about me in the slightest, you won't tell Pika. Really believe it. Akro. Pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and thanks to theory, we were almost... that he was almost the most straight... He was always the... It's a thing. I couldn't fucking get through that sentence and save my life. Davis, am I that hate? Akro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Boss. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all that trouble to bring you some evidence? Convicted gumshoe. Yeah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. I love Detective Gumshoe for that statement. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty... Wait, we've got some really tasty milk. How about a car trip, Detective? Or how about a car trip, Detective? Oh. Well, if you insist. How about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? There you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep. And I've included the forensics results. Take a look at it. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on the need-to-know basis. I mean, we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's for me to you. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did she mean by that? The very end part. It means you can supply all the evidence and accusations you want, but I'm still gonna have a piece of evidence to smack your ass with right at the end. Oh, one more thing. Rhea, what's gonna be like that? It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What for me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. The entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Are you lactose intolerant? Like, is all the milk being told to be given to him by, like, Mo or something? Because, like, farts are funny to Mo. And to anyone. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Akro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motives Akro would have to commit this crime. Understood, Miss Dingling? Yes, Your Honor. Please provide your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. No. Come on, I need to drink some water. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Hold on, what was that piece of evidence he gave us? That scar stained with his blood and a small amount of... I fucking knew it. Okay. So maybe all of my theories early on were all completely wrong? I think my theory for Regina and what she did to cause the lion attack was pretty spot on then. But I kind of forgotten all that had happened. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akro would kill a man he held in such high esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to ask myself. Why would Akro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Yes. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate the motives. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. No, I'm just kidding. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Agro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cool, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us. Because it allowed us to meet the wonderful person at the Big Berry Circus. Very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Wow! Sniffle, sniffle. Ryan and Fort, let's keep going. Damn, Graham, that is a sad progress score. I'm so sorry to see that. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster at the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. Wait. Was he intentionally going to blame Max for it? Because how would he have known that the person going to the crime scene would have been wearing his clothes? Hi, Bard. Which was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. No one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help him. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So then, how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. Gosh, you've cosplayed as her? That's so fucking cool! You started off as an acrobat at an early age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. Yeah, I'm also surprised to hear she was underrepresented, because I assumed that she was, like, very well loved. Just because of, like, how cool her character design is, and, like, I don't know, she seems like she would leave a big impact. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. Are you fucking serious? The joke is the Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar! The point is that I want to be... Wait. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. Jets keeps looking at Acro like he's a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay him. That was my sole purpose in life. I'm not super sure. Did you ever have any trouble with the Ringmaster? No, or how could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of the witness's testimony? Oh, she does? Damn. Well, I mean, I'm assuming less... I'm assuming she appears more than Von Karma. Manfred Von Karma, right? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. More villain there. Yeah, that's fair. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I don't agree with them. Yeah, okay, so... Was I right? I'm trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that... it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead? Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the Ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are we supposed to learn? Oh my god. Biggest failure in court, cool. Well, no, wait. No, he didn't want... No, he didn't want the Ringmaster dead. He wanted, Regina dead. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. No. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. I love. How is she not more popular? What? It's so weird. She's so iconic. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Ringmaster. Of Russell Berry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. My best guess, woman. Ow. So, even the bald guy who's like at the very beginning of each game is more represented and appreciated than her? That guy sucks. I can't even imagine he's in many of the games. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Pain is in every game. Are you shitting me? What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. It was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? His only purpose is to get thrashed. I love it. Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who did it. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. What? What? Huh? Mr. White, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina Berry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
Yeah. Oh, that looks sense at all. I can't wait to see his cornered animation. You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer the question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. I love that. That's so rude. What the fuck? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Okay, this could be any of 3 different things. It could be the picture of his brother, it could be the lion, it could be the... Okay, it could be... the lion, it could be the scarf, or it could be the picture of his brother. Me too, I demand to see some proof. Provide evidence that proves Acro was killed, or Acro was out to kill this young girl. Yes, I was trying to formulate some kind of joke, about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I couldn't think of anything. Specifically because I watched it earlier today. Hey, right, Mr. Wright. The only thing that's important is evidence. This better not be a bluff. You're not going to fool me. Sure. Finishing just... Oh, goddammit. Where did you last save? Right before this. Yeah, hurry up. God. Okay, so it was her. Right? Okay. Not the picture of his brother. Look at the scars. This? Okay, it's this then. Back road. You remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's. Yee, I hope you have a wonderful night. Sorry, I was slightly choking on water. I hope you have a wonderful night, Phantom. Thank you so much for the raid again, and can we get another shout out for Phantom? Get the fuck out of here, Kofi, you smelly stinky. It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat, Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with the note? Yes, but there was just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was meant for was Regina Berry. Wait, did they say the glove was just a maid? What? Order! So right. Little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't the theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the Ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. Yeah, okay, so I was right about that too. Yeah, okay. So, I'm glad that I was right about this that I had more of the second half of the case figured out than the actual, murder itself. I'm pretty happy about that. The Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. From being so Regina? Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier? Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Oh, wait, what, Grin? Did I get yours reset too? I actually had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza. Because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I got it. Acro thought it was Regina in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Yeah, he had she would have opened it. Oh, well, no, I guess he wouldn't have given her a chance to open it. But inside was the pepper. And I guess that was, symbolic or something, maybe? I don't know. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. Made it in this history? Yeah, I know you haven't. That's why I'm confused. I hope Regina can handle it. Ackland wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about Dick Line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, What about that line? Bro, she full maxing. The hell? Well, if that note was meant for Regina, it would mean that this note is declaring Regina is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The wingmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza. In the place of his lovely daughter. Phoenix, please stop. You could have just said daughter. Right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was. I'm so sorry, Grim. An incident occurring 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court what happened that day. Moron! Wait, are you trying to relate it to the present case? Are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. But can we finish this case in 20 minutes? Because we only had 20 minutes. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us what happened. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. I can't answer that question. The judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Ah, fuck. Is it this? Or is it the lion? I don't want to have to redo all that. Or is it the pepper? The pepper is what was in the box. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, please. Please. What? Didn't it? Well, god damn it. I figured that I'd try to get rid of evidence I didn't need anymore. Oh my god, Phoenix, you knuckle-dragging simpleton. When was the last time I saved? Bruce Acro was out to kill this young girl. Oh my god. Oh, I can't even remember what it was. Oh. Yeah, hurry up, hurry up.
Objection!
God. Achoo, 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 achoo. Achoo, achoo. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? We'll pull that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. Wait, recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. What exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who is that? That is Acro's younger brother. What did it prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, that has been in a coma for 6 months. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel if his brother is dead. Regina? He did that to him? Did you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution had looked into Acro's brothers, John Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Like a lion! Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina would never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then, what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of the attempted murderer. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? Now no one's going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? The lion biting Bat with no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. When Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, isn't it? Why do they keep saying scarf when it's not like a strip, it's like a square plot? It doesn't matter.
I am 1 in a trillion.
That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There was something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. Then she covered it with as much powder or pepper as she could. What's with the silent treatment? Did the pepper handcrafted? No, so the pepper isn't handcrafted. Max's hat is handcrafted, and to my understanding, the glove is custom made. I'm gonna run this joke into the ground so quick. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. Hey, no, I'm not gonna do that. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge doesn't get it at all. Made custom is Glumpy? That's your fucking national treasure. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Was it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? smiling? The lion was smiling. Right before Bat was beat by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I'd never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite that at all. Oh, he got killed for sneezing. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? Oh! You've gotta be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Wankana? I object! For objection's sake! Mr. Phoenix Wright, the theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that the childish joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Macro nearly lost his brother due to the accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said is true? Macro? You don't mean... You can't mean... What the... Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion... I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? Same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on the Ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? Huh? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust. That the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you gotta do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, this makes it one. Runner, because that must be. In the... No. Read the map. Very big circus, big top, Ringmaster's room, cafeteria, lodging house, back row. I don't know, they drew a weird amount of attention to the AC unit that was in the, that was beside the fucking murder scene. I don't know. 1 second. Roto Goober, gotta stick that stone with that spoon up your nose again. Oh, I have to think like a fucking lobotomite again. Hold on. Right. I need... Right? Right? Oh? Was going to say, like, is this like a stupid situation where, like, the fucking, the last piece of evidence is, like, with the person who did it right now? But then I was like, it's a fucking, like, 70-pound bust, you dumbass. How the hell would he bring it in here without anyone knowing? Like with Von Karma, remember? Like, I don't know. I have no idea where the fuck it could be. Maybe he strung it up and it's hanging in the circus somewhere? Put up his jackets. It's huge. It's literally the size of half a man. There's no way. The only thing he has is him and his fucking wheelchair. Oh, sweet and merciful Christ. Please, no. Pull my wire to put the control. I stopped trying to think about it realistically. No, she... Leopard under his fucking wheelchair. Where? Please, no. Please, no, I'm begging you. I am begging you. Whoa. There's no way. That's the only fucking place I could think that the dumbass piece would put it. Oh my god. There's no reason to. Hold on. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would be. Oh shit, I skipped some stuff. Oops. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be there as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in that room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. By the way, I currently have the game covering chat. Because I don't want to know if the thing that I said was actually true. I'm hoping that it's not actually true. But I'm covering chat for a minute until the game tells us whether or not what is happening is happening. So if I don't respond for a second, that's why. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Gatenamshu executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. Story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. What about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. Oh, shit. Okay, I am gonna look at chat for a second. Thank you so much for the follow. Wait, what? Thank you so much for the follow. Celery Andromeda? My bloody Andromeda. Thank you so much for the follow, Andromeda. Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix, right? You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It's like the fucking game knows that what? Oh? What? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looked to have fallen short. What? No, wait, what? Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings... Please, no. That brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. David! Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare... to present its lace? I mean, mace. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Hello, Maya. You need time... Oh. Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? I love Von Karma. She's great. You really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait! You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Really well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think she'll find anyone anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way the only way through is forward. the murder weapon? Where is the... Oh, I beg of you. I beg of you. I need it to not be real. But if this is the one that implicates that... Hold on. I'm expecting that to be wrong, but just in case, this case is so stupid there is a total possibility. It's obvious the bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Well, allow me to... Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Tears are rolling down my cheeks. Well, like... You brought the murder weapon to the court. Please, no. Necro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind taking the blanket off of your real You... My eyes... My eyes... Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm beautiful looking for a place. I'm sorry. Wait, you're you there, Mr. Wright? Well, you are a big guy. But you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. This is so fucking stupid. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it would be a really easy to say, hide a bus under there. What? Oh my god. I need a TV to smash with a baseball bat right now. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me when it hurts, Mr. Wright. Oh. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. Oh my god. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Parma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How but you? You got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There are two... okay. I have so much to say about this. We are never given a constant and good view of his entire character model. Ever. We only see the back of it when the courtroom is presented, and there's no reason we're given to focus on that. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try to hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all sorted out, didn't you? Do not give this to her. Actually, never mind, give this to her. She needs a win. The poor girl needs a win. Never mind, give this to her, Phoenix. I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of a court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know, I sure couldn't. Can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search on your room? Oh my god, Gav. If only I had done that. It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Back row? Yes, Your Honor. You killed the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry. Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Back row! Aid my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. He started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm actually happy about that. Like, if that's actually the case, because I thought she was trying to get him killed. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. Wait, makes even less sense! Oh my god. She played a prank to get my brother fucking murdered. Even though he did the same thing to her, so... I'm gonna fucking smash her face in with a 80-pound solid stone rendition of this asshole pedophile's face. Sorry, would be. Maybe I shouldn't say that word on here. Sorry. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely. That she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No. That's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. Oh. At first I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why we tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. Oh, dude. I just couldn't up and leave yet. It's his brother. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circuits itself. I'm an idiot. Oh yeah, what is she, 13? Or is she 16? I can't remember. It doesn't really make a big difference. Okay, 16. 13 or 16, either way. Like, she probably hasn't even connected the dots that she was responsible for that. I can't believe it. You beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. chamber. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Right, congrats! But only at max, 1,000,000 of them. Oh my god. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you wouldn't about people too much, then you'll be like this forever. I'd never be happy. Huh?
I gotta sing the doom song now.
What happened?
Doom, 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 doom.
Oh my god. Lily! Hello! Thank you so much for the read. Shit. Wah! Hi Lily, how are you doing? How was your stream? Thank you for the follow, Mr. Fairy. You are epic and cool. But she's been like this for a while now. Have a good Lord Geo. If anyone here needs to, oh shit, by the way, we're seeing direct spoilers for the end of the third case in the second Ace Attorney game. So if you don't want to be heavily spoiled for that case, not that you're missing anything, because this case was the worst that I've ever encountered in my life. Go with me not following Luffy yet, what the hell? Hold on. We must remedy this. Yeah, there it goes. If you don't want spoiled for that, then, in the kindest way possible, maybe don't stay. Because I don't want to be responsible for that. Thank you so much for joining, and the raid. Time check the raid. Okay. It's all like, it's out! What was her voice? It's out, no! Sweetie pie. Fuck, I keep forgetting the voice. That and act well. Then you go probably pack. Everyone's a scab. Regina? Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is eager to try to get his revenge on me? No, he wanted to pay for his mother. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You really sure? I can believe that. Yeah, innit? What? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see that evidence. I want to know you're not just trying to make up stuff about Acro not wanting revenge, innit? His brother. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But that's right, Regina. He'd go alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to that as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes. And then until he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. Sorry, Acro. Sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Right. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. Might even leave tomorrow. what's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Question mark. Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. Well, the elegant lurk, Whaley. Thank you so much for the lead again. I'm sorry I wasn't able to talk more while you were here. We're already over our normal time, and I'm trying to go through the last bit of this case really quickly because I got things I gotta do, but I didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger. But the staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world's ever seen! The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh! Let's quit the goal. Yay! I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things. Oh, what? Because you wanted them to be more ambitious? There's only one thing the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusion. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Next. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Thank you, you 20-something-year-old man who thirsted over a child. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? Don't know. Maybe the circus would be boundless without me. What are you talking about, Regina? What do you think that I brought you to court today? You gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. No! She's right. Lo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Oh dear God, is that it? I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really pulled. Oh shit. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Yep, you mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I think it's Von Kerma. No, oh my God, understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I didn't read its words. Oh my God. Run on Big Top ends. Okay. Oh my God. Edgeworth lives to edge another day. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save. And then I am going to go ahead and call it there. We're going to continue it tomorrow. Yowie is no longer tragic. Okay. Come here. I hope you all. Or shit. Sorry. Thank you all so much for hanging out and being so cool and supportive and wonderful. That was the dumbest end to a case across this entire godforsaken game. But it was also the second biggest laugh I've gotten across the entire game as well. So at least that was a good thing that came out of it. Let's see who's on to Wright. What's today? Today's Monday. Is Early on? Oh no, they always do Mental Health Monday. Does anyone have a suggestion for raid? Thank you all so much. Millie? Oh yeah, Millie. Okay, we haven't raided Millie in a while. Okay. Thank you all so much again. Depending on how next stream goes, I'm kind of hoping we might be able to hit 400. Should I be putting 400 push in my titles, by the way? Is that something I should be doing? I feel like I should be doing that, but I never do that. I don't know. I literally never think to do it. I never think to put stuff for the follower, things. Oh my goodness. Okay. I will see you all. Baba booey, baba